Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, December 5. Cabinet has approved the interim guidelines for beverages in schools as part of measures to improve the dietary intake of children and reduce the burden of non-communicable diseases. The guidelines specifically prohibit sugar-sweetened beverages being sold or served in schools if the total sugar concentration exceeds set maximum values. The guidelines will seek to reduce sugar content in beverages over a 5-year period starting in January 2019.
The approval of these guidelines is an important milestone in what has, of necessity, to be a comprehensive, multi-stakeholder approach to beating NCDs.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made the announcement at Tuesday's sitting of Parliament, saying it will significantly reduce non-communicable diseases, which account for 78% of deaths on the island each year. The Auditor General's Department has recommended the development of an accountability and corporate governance framework to strengthen the operations of Petrojam and its parent company, the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica. The recommendation is contained in a report on the entity's operations for the 2015 to 2018 fiscal years, which was tabled in the House of Representatives yesterday. It highlights breaches in procurement guidelines and inconsistent recruitment and employment practices. To address these and other issues, the Auditor General also recommends that the state commissions an immediate review of key functional areas of the PCJ and Petrojam, and that the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service make it prerequisite for all public boards to establish a governance subcommittee for monitoring and reviewing governance arrangements. This is in alignment with the Prime Minister's directive in July for the Finance Minister to present Cabinet with proposed amendments to the Public Bodies Management and Accountability Act. Mr. Holness, who assumed responsibility for the energy portfolio to ensure accountability, also set up a strategic review committee to look at Petrojam's management and operations, its role in Jamaica's energy security and long-term viability. A new board and general manager were also appointed. The schedule of skilled workers who are able to move freely in CARICOM member states has been expanded to include security guards, beauticians, and agricultural workers. That's one of the outcomes of the December 3 and 4 18th special meeting of the CARICOM Single Market and Economy. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who chaired the meeting, says a special session on transportation at the intersessional meeting of the conference will be held in February 2019 to focus on the important areas of integration and the CSME. Professor Avinash Prasad has been appointed to lead a 10-member commission on the economy. The group will advise member states on CARICOM's growth agenda. CARICOM members also considered the implementation plan for Haiti's full participation in the CSME and welcomed the European Development Fund's assistance to that country. A working group was also established to increase information flow among citizens of CARICOM about the integration movement. Prime Minister Holness says while the CARICOM leaders are committed to taking action, plans are being implemented in a way where accountability can be measured.
The assurance comes in the action. So I would say to the people of the CARICOM region, Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, all the regions, you should hold your leaders accountable for action, for the results.
On the heels of his return from Israel, Minister Audley Shaw says young people in the agriculture sector are to benefit from 20 short-term orientation programs in that country. The participants will be exposed to advanced farming technologies and techniques through a 3-week to 1-month program. In addition, 10 one-year scholarships will be granted to young people to build the human capacity of the agriculture sector. Minister Shaw made the disclosure at Thursday's launch of Export Max 3.
We have to learn from others. We must tap into the reality of what they do to achieve levels of wealth creation. The greatest thing that leads to productivity is training your workers on the job, inspiring them to be at their highest levels of output.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.